Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to have a look at the Tamiya 1/48 scale Lockheed Martin F-16CJ, the Block 50 version, and a couple of Eduard pieces which go along with it. So we have the Eduard sets for the undercarriage and the Eduard set for the cockpits. So we will have a look at all these three sets, and in the future videos I will be building this model. So the box art mainly contains the German version of the F-16, and on the other side is the Tiger mid version, which is from the USA during this particular event. So I'll open up the box and try to go deeper into the individual sprues. It has a decent amount of plastic. So let's open up each of these sprues and have a detailed look into each of them. So the first sprue we have is of the upper fuselage. Each of these sprues are inside a plastic bag, so they are quite protected. And as you can see, the mold quality is quite decent. There is quite a lot of rivets on the wings of the upper fuselage, and it will be nice to highlight them during the washing process. The rivets are not so deep in this particular part, so I'm not sure how much wash it will hold. The other sprue mainly has parts of the wings, the tail fins, and I think of the vertical stabilizers. And they are also quite nicely molded. Up next is the sprue containing, I think, several air intake parts, etc. It also has the nose cone and a fuel tank. Let me open it up to have a closer look. So yes, they also have the jamming pods and a few parts of the landing gear. They are quite smooth and the amount of flash is quite less on the sprues. Next up is a smaller sprue. I think this also is a part of the air intake along with several pieces for the exhaust. I think the Eduard piece comes with additional photo-etch for the exhaust parts. So mostly this will be covered or not so visible in the actual model, I think. On the next sprue, we have uh, two main pieces, the part for the lower fuselage and the upper fuselage part near the cockpit. I think there is quite a bit of details in this part and should go well with the rest of the kit. Then we have two identical sprues. Let's open it. And this mainly contains part of the missile and that of the pylons, and also probably some part of the wings and the wheels. So yeah, as you can see, they come in two halves. It's two identical sprues. We have to join them together to have the final part. There is also a small plastic bag containing a screwdriver and a few rubber parts. These are mainly the polycaps, I think, for holding the missiles and some other thing. I missed this small packet in the first sprue. This also has a small plastic pack and it contains small metal rods. I think these are for support, and it's actually good that Tamiya has provided this type of pieces so that the model becomes stronger. Finally, the clear parts. There is two sets. This is the canopy, and as you can see, there's a sprue going over the canopy, which protects it from breaking. But of course, it needs to be sanded down, and this line needs to be removed. These are the other clear parts which will be going somewhere, the lights and stuff. And there is also an extra canopy which is a bit tinted, and this is I think for the later versions of the F-16. This looks pretty cool to me. This also had the sprue part on the top to prevent it from breaking. Next, we have the decals. There is two sheets for decals. The first one is mainly for the numbers and symbols of the Air Force. And the second one is mostly version specific. So we have the Tiger Mid version and the other German versions and the Japanese versions. And also the decals for the missiles, etc. There is also a instruction, a small one-page instruction for beginners, I think, of how to cut and glue pieces. Just the basic know-how of how to build a scale model. It's a nice addition for people who are new to this hobby. Coming to the installation instruction, it's quite detailed, I think. It's like a booklet, and it starts off with the introduction of F-16. And we start off the installation with the cockpit. There's also a list of colors mentioned on the top. And then there we have the installation for the fuselage, the lower fuselage, the upper one, and several decals need to be put even in this stage. Moving on, we have the installation for the exhaust, the fuselage, the landing gears, etc. And then we move on to the landing covers, etc., which will probably be put on at the end of the assembly. And yeah, we also have a pilot figure which needs to be put. You can put, or you can decide to skip it. And we have two versions for the open canopy and the closed canopy. And finally, the assembly for the weapons, the pylons and the weapons. There is quite a lot of them with specific ones for the Japanese version also. And the final guide to place the weapons in their respective pylons. Finally, there is a small note about the painting, which basically mentions the color scheme of this F-16 and how each model differs according to the production. We also have a A3 size paper outlining all the color schemes of the three different versions of the F-16 that can be built from this kit. It also has the decals call out of all these versions. And it's actually nice when you are putting on the decals to stick this paper in front and put them on. This is the Tiger Mid version, and there's a small section about the decals for the missiles. Moving on to the add-ons, we have the Eduard undercarriage set and the Eduard cockpit set. Is quite famous for building these aftermarket parts. So I'll open them up and show you what's inside. For the first one, which mainly contains the part of the cockpit, and also I think several ones for the exhaust and stuff. So it has two photo-etch plates. The first one is the big one, which is not painted, and it has the parts for the exhaust and for the pylons. This smaller photo-etch is actually painted with the parts for the cockpit. You can clearly see the symbols or the knobs of the cockpit. It's quite well done, and this has to be stuck on after the painting process is finished. We also have the instructions for putting this particular photo etch set. And I think it should involve a lot of sanding and cutting of existing molded pieces. And yes, here's the just exhaust and also some for the fuselage. Yes, okay, there is double photo etch for the cockpit, so it gives a 3D feeling, a 3D view. There's also a lot of seat belts and stuffs, and also for the missiles and the fuel tanks. So it's not exactly a cockpit set, but an all-round improvement photo etch set for F-16. The other one, which is specifically the undercarriage, so I expect a lot of hoses, wirings, etc. And this is also similar to the one that we opened previously, the previous set. It has a bigger, not painted photo etch set plate and a single painted plate. So this painted plate is actually painted on both the sides, so there's no reason to mistake it to put it the other way around. So this is a good addition. And looking at the installation instruction, I think Eduard is quite good with these instructions. And yeah, this also requires a lot of cutting off and putting in new parts, new edge parts for the undercarriage. The hoses and the wiring is quite decent. I think it will look really beautiful after being put on the actual model. There is actually quite a lot of wirings and hoses to be put, so it will be quite interesting. So hope you liked this introductory video of the kit and of the aftermarket parts. Please do subscribe and hit the like button and join me for a journey of building this F-16, which will show in the next few episodes. Thank you.